What's up, dogs, and welcome to today's video. It's a brand new video format, so you're going to be seeing a lot of this, but I'm just future TheOdie to let you know that this video was intended to come out in around January, but I got a little bit too excited to get started working on Caster's Trap, so here's the reason why it's out a lot earlier than that. But here's where it's going to get a little bit confusing. Right now it's December 7th, aka the future, and let's call this the future and this the past. Well, it's going to jump a bit to the past, which is still the video's future, and then it's going to jump further into the past, but by the end of the video, it's going to be the past future. See, good thing I know that all of you guys are big brain, that I don't have to explain any of that. Just enjoy the past future of this video, giving a better introduction. What's up, dogs, and welcome. This is also a brand new video format, which you're going to see by the end of the video. But I've been working on my game called Caster's Trap. For those of you who do not know, this is a game I'm currently remaking from the 2014 version I made back in the day on VX Ace for, well, reasons, right? God, where is it? Where is it? It's gonna pop up. You can check out that video there, and it'll go through the whole entire reason there for it. It's like 10 minutes long, so it's not too bad. So pixel art. You know, I actually remember back in the days when I first took on pixel art. I thought it would have been easy, and to be honest, I completely failed. Kind of stopped doing pixel art altogether, and now here we are attempting it again. Me being the big brain YouTuber, I did not hit record until day 4 or 5. So there's actually a lot of progress we skipped out on. So for at least this beginning portion, I'll kind of just be talking over everything that went on. Allow me to show you guys some stuff. Ooh. So this is probably like the 10th iteration of the floor planks that I've been attempting on to do, and holy Christ, I remember the first 2 days, like nothing. I did so much and I ended up scrapping all of it. And eventually, can you guess which of these 5 wooden planks that I decided to go on? It is this one. Which I know looks extremely lame and plain, but I decided to go with the simple aesthetic. Here's what it looks like now, by the way. You guys are going to watch me progress to this point over the length of a week, and I think the wood planks looks decent. I don't really know. I do think that it still needs a lot of work to do on the pixel art. It's not perfect to my imagination, but I'm kind of just saying, let's go with it. Pixel art is hard, but hey, let me know your thoughts immediately in the comments down below. I appreciate any feedback because this is where I need it the most. But after I did the wood plank, I then went on to the walls. The walls was also a struggle. It was a struggle and a half because just look at that. Oh god, what have I been doing? And of course I eventually went with this one. For a while, I almost went with this one, and then I was like, no, it's not good, So yeah, that was a good 3 days. Wonderful 3 days. And by the way, I love the bear. The bear is so adorable. Oh, although it's like dark. Adorable, but damn, that's dark. But it's a horror game, so what can you expect? Anyways, just to give you guys some thoughts, I start by first making the layout with the RTP assets, and then after that, I made the floorboards, then the walls, and to be honest, I wasn't satisfied with it. But I told myself that, hey, maybe once I start making stuff on top of it, it'll look nicer, and to which I say, question mark, it does look nicer, but again, you guys be the judge of it. I feel like I'm that type of person who would harshly criticize myself. Like, I think everything I see in front of me kind of sucks, and I want to redo all of it. But at the same time, I think some of it works out rather well. But yeah. Anyways, enjoy the video. Turns out I did record some of the very beginnings. Unfortunately, I didn't capture my final floor and wall set, but I can at least talk you through the process here. Of Of course, starting off, I watched a lot of tutorials, and if you're just picking up pixel art for the first time, I recommend you do that too. Check out the descriptions down below to see which YouTubers I use to help me get started. Once I had a grounded foundation, I began working on my own tile sets. One of the things you'll see me do a lot is look for references. Another thing I want to mention is that I decided to use a 24x24 canvas and switch them to the native 48x48. 48x48 is a bit too advanced for me. To be honest, there's a lot you can do with a 24x24 canvas too. You'll see it in this example when I begin working on the fireplace. I got a bit too detailed with it, and while the details look nice in hindsight, it looked awful compared to the rest of the map. When I decided to use a simple look for the floor and walls, it meant that the artwork throughout will also have the simple and clean look about them. This is it. This is what I got so far. I have been pixel arting, technically on and off, since 9 AM and now it's almost 4 PM. That's almost a full 8-hour shift. Well, I guess technically that's like a 7-hour shift because 9 to 5 is 8 hours. But still, that's something. Why did I do this? I'm gonna keep going. Probably up until 8 or 9 or 10 PM. Just because I'm crazy like that. And because I got nothing else going on in my life. At least not today. I should probably play some video games. Maybe talk to friends. You know, like a normal person. Have a social life. Nah. Yo, I'm a mad lad, aren't I? But now it calls for a solid break. I've been meaning to clean up my room, throw away some stuff, also toss things up on eBay. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things. Thinking about moving next year or in 2 years, probably next year. So I'm trying to think ahead and get rid of stuff in the meantime. Not that people really buys anything off my eBay, but hey, it's there. I should probably exercise. Thanksgiving got me thick. Oh boy. If you're new in learning, then I would highly recommend that you guys watch speed art. Like, not for me, I'm definitely no pro. I'll leave a person down in the descriptions below, so you can check out some of the work of the artists that I'm following. I find this as a very, very helpful tool to get an idea of how they shade, why they shade, and how they go about from start to finish what they're working with. Also, I don't know why I left my webcam on, but enjoy watching me in 7x speed. So right now I'm trying to figure out the candle. I could just do this. Trying to figure out the candle situation where you light things up, because you use magic to light up the candles in this world, which I know is really confusing because you don't have the whole story. But I'm really like weird colored, huh? Alexa, make the moon blue. Wait, it is blue. Alexa, make the moon green. Alexa, make the moon green. You won't do it! Alright, well, we're gonna have to deal with it. Oh yeah, my internet has been super dumb lately. But anyways, so right now, in this world, here, let's sink down to my thinking mode. Okay, also give you a chance to see what's in the background. So, right now, so the backstory of my game is that you play as this person who enters an abandoned cabin. I don't know why I did this. This is an abandoned cabin. Play as a kid, or more like a teenager, and he enters his abandoned cabin. The weird thing is that no one knows that the cabin exists, only you do. And your, I guess, job is to discover partially why that's so, but more importantly, what's in the cabin. What's so special and secretive about it. And there's a lot of underlying tone that magic exists in this universe. Like it's a very, very obscure thing, and it kind of just died out for God whatever reason long, long ago, except no one believes in magic. No one knows that at all. But in this cabin, it shows evidence that magic did exist at one point. And the thing that you do to light stuff up back then when you were what's known as a caster is you just use magic, and you'd put your energy or your yeah, I guess energy into these magical objects. My thought is that it's either a crystal or an orb, probably a crystal of some sort. And I'm trying to make it work out. Yeah. But anyways, I just realized I'm getting ahead of myself. You put energy into these crystals or orbs, and it kind of emits light when you put energy in there. So in a sense, that's like the caster's version of a candle. They don't actually use candles. So I'm like, how should it look like? Maybe just like a piece of rock, and it's an ore, and then the caster put energy into these ores, and it holds that energy and emits light. But I don't know how to make it look, because my point, this is what I got so far, and it's pretty ugly. Here it is. So this is what I got, and this is supposed to be, of course, standing off of the ground, and I don't know if it works out so well. This was the first one I tried, then I was going for this one. I was like, no, that still looks dumb. Then I made this, and I thought this was kind of neat. I'll show you it in its RPG Maker map form. Right here. And I was like, oh, damn, that looks kind of cool. But then this gives too much of like a backstory or history, and it makes it look like there's like a root or a tree that's special and grows out, and I'm like, no, no, no. I don't want to make that sort of universe. It doesn't really play into the story that I'm creating right now. I want these crystals to be like, in a way, man-made by the casters. So that's why I came up with this idea, except it looks dumb. And I was basing the inspiration off of this picture, and also off of, I was considering something like this, but then I was like, damn, that thing's too detailed. I don't even know how to make it look like that. So I'm kind of stuck. It's tough. It's hard to invent stuff out of your own imagination. I'm trying to search up reference images, because that's what I've been doing for the whole pixel art stuff. But at the same time, I don't know what to search. I've been searching magic staff, magic wand, crystal lamp, crystal on a stick. What do you even search at this point? Like, what's left? Anyways, that's me in a nutshell right now, what I'm stuck trying to do. And Alexa, make the moon green. Alright, the internet's being dumb. That's why it's not happening. Alright, well, that's what's up. So like a Dumbo, I forgot to hit record. But here's what I came up with. I decided to go with a classic medieval looking lantern, and then with crystals inside. I mean, it fits the lore of the setting. Simple. And here was what I went through. I went through from this to the staff, but then the staff just looked really, really out of the ordinary compared to the rest of the room. So that's why I went with the lantern. And I'm going to put the lantern in a couple more spots. And there will be the light source for candles, or I guess Lanterns. It kind of speaks for itself. And it is just as I guesstimated, 8:07 p.m. I am Gucci for the day. I think I spent long enough staring at pixels, burning my eyes out. And I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night chilling on my bed, playing some phone games, specifically Dokkan Battle and Genshin Impact, as I watch stuff on Hulu, Netflix, and YouTube. Can I totally keep going? I definitely could totally keep going, but I just know that I shouldn't. It's unhealthy. That screams workaholic if I were to continue. By the way, I never finished cleaning my room. I started it, and then I got hungry, went for dinner, and I went back to this. What a life I live, ain't it? Anyways, do check it out in the description, see how it looks like now versus to what it is now, in the past. I'm past me. God, hey, do I look skinnier at least? Did I start exercising? I also need a haircut pretty bad. Don't look at me, I'm ugly. Okay. Peace. It is now approaching 8:30 a.m. I finished my exercise, my morning routine, and now I'm gonna hop straight into the pixel art. Thing is that today is actually a short day. At around 10 to 11 a.m. I'm gonna be having a couple's day with my girlfriend. Because of the coronavirus, we limit how often we can see each other, and we typically try to spend the entire day with each other, because the curfew is 10 p.m. So after work, you come home at say 6 p.m. It only gives you 4 hours or so to hang out and do stuff, and there's also dinner, so we decided to just try and do full days. I'm haunted. Try to push out and do full days on the weekends. So that's what's up there. So I got roughly 2 to 3 hours to do more work for pixel art. What I'm going to do is finish up the lanterns, put it in some spots. I think that table somewhere on the left side would be good, and one more up there. And I think I'm gonna add a decor up there as well. I'm not sure what. It just looks very, very plain and it needs something. But for today, I'm just going to do the lanterns, and then not so sure if this is public yet, but I'm making a tutorial series, or remaking a tutorial series that I did for RPG Maker MV, but instead for MZ. Technically, everything that you learn from my tutorial in MV converts over to MZ, but I more so felt like those tutorials were a bit too long, and I want to shorten it down. When I learned Unity, I watched a channel called Brackies, and everything was 8 to 20 minutes, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. It was very straight to the point. There wasn't a lot of lollygagging in between. It was really what I needed because I was in the heat of the moment of learning, and I just needed something. I just needed to know how to do something really, really quickly. So I'm going to do the same thing for this new tutorial. It's just going to be straight to the point. Everything's going to be less than 20 minutes. My target is to make it 8 to 12, but of course, knowing me, I'll somehow make it go over into 20 minutes. But hey, if you're new to RPG Maker and you found these vlogs and you're kind of curious to see or curious to learn the engine, it's really, really simple, very, very easy to pick up, and I would highly suggest you check it out. And you know what? I'd appreciate it a lot. That counts as it, if anything. Alright, so I'm gonna hop right into this. Yes, words. Alright, it is now Cyber Monday, Monday after Thanksgiving. Not gonna do any Cyber Monday stuff. Instead, I'm gonna be doing more pixel art. Also, I finally got it green. Good job. Talking to Siri back there. I mean, sorry. Oh god, now she'll never listen to me. Alexa. Nothing. God. So I got the next 3 days off, including today. This is what I got so far, as you see in the last video. Part of me kind of wants to change everything. I think my saturation levels are off between the different colors, and this is something I'll definitely hop back into towards the end. For now, I'm gonna just continue with what I'm going with. That way it makes life easier to replace the colors in the future. But stuff I still want to do is I definitely want to have some sort of painting up here in the background. Don't know what yet. I'm gonna add some cracks in the floorboard and then some cracks all around the room. So this is kind of like a before picture, and then you're gonna see an after, as if everything kind of just fallen apart, decayed, and well, pretty much all that stuff. So I got a lot of work to do. I don't think I'll be able to finish that all by today, but that's on my bucket list. Another thing that I'm considering for a while from now is to create a business or start a business or studio. The thing is, when you put your game online, regardless of it being free or not, I'm planning to start populating a lot of games in the future. It's very, very recommended to start a business. And the reason for this is because you create a whole new identity separate from your own. So this way, if something terrible was to happen, God forbid, such as if the game gets sued or you go bankrupt, then it will be the identity of the business that gets sued and the identity of the business that go bankrupt, and not your personal self. So it separates these two things, and it's pretty wonderful to have. I don't know how to do that, and to be honest, this will probably be a separate video in itself. And this is not, probably won't get started on this until like halfway down through December, or maybe at the start of January when I start picking this up a lot more. Anyways, we'll see. Time to get started. So in the original version, I don't think I did a really good job on describing who the characters were. I was drawing from obscurity, but at the same time I felt like it might have been a bit too obscure. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't really know who the maid was, who the witch was, and especially who the girl was. You didn't know their purpose, you didn't know their history, you just knew that they were in the protagonist's way and potentially killing them. For this version, I'll still draw from obscurity, but my plan is to make it a little bit more connected, so that based on the setting, based on the images, based on the little details within the puzzle, you kind of get an idea of exactly what they were in their past and how they became what they are now. It's 9:40, but I'm hungry, so I'm trying to do some damage to the leftover turkey. For the rest of the morning and into the afternoon, I spent all of that time, quote unquote, dirtying up the room, such as some cracked boards, holes in the walls, and cobwebs everywhere. What up, y'alls? It is now Wednesday at 8 a.m. I'm itchy. My last and final day off. And Tuesday, I legit just spent recording a game for the TheOdie channel. It's still December, remember. And afterwards, I got a haircut, and then I started editing this vlog. So that was the entire day. I made zero progress to the game. It was legit just video editing day, and I guess getting this haircut, which I guess was nice. It feels refreshing to not have hair that's like, I guess, tickling away at your ears. That's a weird way to describe it. Very weird way to describe it. But anyways, check this out. Dude, isn't that crazy? 4 more hours. I started at 9 p.m. and now it's targeted to finish at around 12 to 1. That is nuts. I guess it just goes to show that the more edits you have in your video, well, the much longer it will take to export. That's crazy. Also, I bought these anti-blue lenses. I'm not gonna wear it. Nope, not gonna wear it. I'm like 99% sure that these are actually for females. But listen, when I saw it on Amazon, there was a dude wearing it and it looked decent. But then on me, it's just like, ugh. So now my eyes won't burn. So that's the bright side of all this. The downside is that, god damn it. I mean, granted, no one will actually see me wear it because, you know, this is just for my own private use here at my desk. So I guess that's neat there. So plan for today. I am completely done with the... So for the most part, I'm done with this here. I'm not going to add any more stuff onto it. But what I want to do is try to find a way to enhance the colors. I feel like everything is saturated to one tone, and I want to change that up. One thing I've been learning is complementary colors. So if you were to look at this here, it's adobecolors.com, by the way. It's a great utensil to figure out your palettes and stuff. But if you take the opposite ends of a color wheel, those are the complementary colors for each other, such as red and green. One thing I learned is that if you have them both at the same saturation level, then they kind of conflict and fight each other, and it becomes harsh on the eyes. So one method is to concentrate on one color and then desaturate the other color. So right now, my main tone seems to be brown, and the complementary color for that tends to be this sort of aqua-like blue. So I'm gonna try and tone one of those down to make one color pop more than the other. And then once I'm done with that, I can build out the next room, but I think I'm gonna start pushing stuff out onto my Instagram account. So check that place out. There'll be lots of behind the scenes stuff. For the most part, I didn't really do too much. All I really did was just darken the floor and change a few saturation levels of the brown. Honestly, it was a lot of trial and error, and I spent like a solid hour tinkering with the numbers. But if there's anything I learned from my current experience with pixel art, it's that it's a lot of trial and error before you become satisfied. But in a way, that's kind of all that matters. Alright, it's like 11 o'clock right now. I'm tired. Oh, you saw nothing. Anyways, so as you notice, I finished the character, but there's still one more thing I have to do. 2 things, actually. 2 things. I need to make this into a character sheet so that it animates when it's lit on fire. And then these guys for when it starts to glow. That's about it. And then I think I'm finally done with this room. I think. Who knows? Anything's possible. And then afterwards, I think I'm gonna start... I think afterwards, I'm gonna start to put in the lighting script. This way, I can start taking pictures, advertising it on my Instagram, and then it will look hella good, baby. But I think that scripting part will be till later. For now, I just want to do the character sheets for the fireplace and the lamps, so that it looks like that they're on active. I was gonna say on fire, but then you're not on fire. Only you are. And technically you're not on fire. You're housing a fire. Slowly and steadily, I'm going crazy. Yeah, I don't know why, but for the life of me, I could not make a fire. Like, never mind animating it, I could not make a fire for the life of me. Slowly and steadily, right? Slowly and steadily. Alright, it is 3:30 and I finally finished that god dang fireplace. Jeez, that thing took a long time. And overall, I think I'm kind of settled with pixel arting for the rest of the day and kind of just doing work altogether on Capture's Trap. Kind of just need a break from this altogether before it starts driving me insane. My eyes are like... Actually, my eyes are pretty good. Did a pretty good job. Nice. But guys, let me know what you think about the pixel art and the video format. It's completely different, and I kind of wanted to go back to the OG vlogging days. It's something I kind of missed, and during this whole entire process of pixel arting, I actually took a lot of vlogs and I tossed it onto my second monitor and watched it on the side just to help me from being driven to insanity. So it was good. It was good, and I hope you guys also enjoyed doing probably the same thing or just watching it all together. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Man, I can't believe I did all this stuff. This is crazy. In the span of a week, it started in like, I think last Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, probably Tuesday. Tuesday to Tuesday. And I managed to do all this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, it's definitely does not compare to a professional's. But damn, son. I am just like... I'm so happy. I am so happy I was able to manage this much. Yeah, it's good. It's good, dude. It's good. I like this painting up here. I don't know why. I just thought it was really adorable. I was like, wow. Maybe it's just because of the contrast in the colors, the kind of red I use with the blue hair. I really like that. That looks really neat. Anyways, for the rest of the day, what I'm going to do is probably fix up the lantern. That one's not complete yet. And start posting to my Instagram account. So guys, do check it out in the description. I was battling in my head between comments and descriptions and the word below, so it just became whatever that was. So check it out in the descriptions down below. There won't be a lot of posts. I'm saving the posts for like the big steps in between, and then a lot of the like BTS sort of stuff is going to be in the stories, and the stories will be saved to my Instagram profile page, so you could actually watch it from the very beginning, including the one that was dated on 12/2/2020. That's why I lowered the phone. I was supposed to show you the date. Oh, I'm such a loser. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. I appreciate it so very much. And there's a lot of pixel art still left to go. And if you enjoyed this, then there's definitely tune in for part 2. It'll be absolutely awesome. It will mean the world to me. Whew. Made it this far. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Alright. Till next one, dogs. What?